Huh.
Has my ritual finished yet? Because they've played an entire game of chess in that time.
Yeah, your ritual's finished, and there is magic. The whole ziggurat is covered in a dome of magic.
And is there
I think I
traps?
have an idea, guys.
Because I did my ritual at the same time.
There aren't traps.
Okay, so
I
that's
think I have an idea, guys. I've just seen a 1 foot tall black little man with a triceratops mask on, and he was holding one of the orchids that Philippe fell into. I think, if I'm not mistaken, if we take one of those, it will protect us from the vines.
Well, that would make sense, because this entire ziggurat is magic.
Oh! I just had. Okay, so if we're gonna have like so this is Tammy talk. It's like, so basically we can use these flowers and just go up.
I think so, yes.
And basically Tammy's basically just like got kind of a cheeky foxy grin on her face, and she's looking at Roman, and Roman's slightly got a little bit concerned. I got a plan. She says, I got a plan.
I go over and I take one of the orchids.
Okay.
I also go over and take one of the
And then
orchids.
I move over to the stairs. I say, let me go first. We'll see if this works.
I kind of try and stop him immediately. I say, why don't you let some of the more brawnier people go first?
Okay, very well. One of you go first.
And I give an orchid to Roman as well.
I have my little orchid.
No, I want to tell you something, right? Tammy decides to make an orchid flower crown for Roman, and Roman wears it. It's just sitting. He just like sees it on his head. It's like.
Begrudgingly wears it. Yes.
I take a step. I start walking up the stairs tentatively, but as quickly as I can.
It still counts as difficult terrain. So
I gathered, but
it's taking you, twice as long as you expect to climb these stairs.
These stairs suck.
But
Tell me about it.
eventually, you do manage to ascend the 50-foot-long staircase.
I follow.
I'm up the stairs.
Holding
And
my
I
orchid,
didn't
I
take any
follow.
damage,
Following
I
along
think.
as well. Tammy's up as well.
I follow.
I follow.
Okay, so everybody who's holding an orchid can ascend the stairs fine.
One was holding an orchid crown on their head.
Tammy is holding on to the orchid as well. One of the orchids in the crown.
Yeah. She's riding. She's just sat on top of Roman's head, holding onto the crown.
Yes! Yes! He gets it! He gets it!
I'm like,
I'm sure you're trying to realise what I'm trying to do with Roman. He's maybe a grumpy guy, but we're trying to do cute stuff for this guy, you know?
I'm halfway. I'm trying not to laugh as I see Roman with a crown of
I'm
orchids.
pretty much. I'm with him on that. Nice.
You know, I just see your face just like kind of like cheeks puffed up, and you're like trying to like not laugh too much.
Once I get to the top, I turn back to see Roman with Tammy in his hairs, and oh, that's cute.
It's adorable. It's adorable. It really.
I make eye contact with Thorin, and we're like,
Roman's my flower boy. He's my flower boy, guys.
So you all arrive at the second level, or
We're at the first landing.
the first landing, the second stairs. And the second stairs are 33 feet long, and they rise up 20 feet.
Investigation check.
Okay.
Yeah, let's get another investigation. Let's take a look.
Alright, give me a second.
I now know there's magic all over this shit, so I'm just looking at everything.
I don't know.
Magic.
Yeah.
Oh, that's my investigation. There we go.
Shiny.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Romad is just very annoyed at the flower crown, just grumpily stomping around.
Actually, he secretly likes it. He just doesn't want to admit it.
He's giving that impression though. He's
Getting the rosy cheeks at this point. It's just embarrassing.
Yes! Yes! He's literally he's just grumbling, and then he's making
Trying not
kind
to look at anyone else. Just sort of.
Looking down a bit. He's kind of like looking away from anyone. He's just kind of like not paying attention. And Tammy's basically just saying, "Oh, you're so cute. You can live like a prince or something like that." And I'm like, she's like, "Oh."
Tammy's at this point starting to
why
braid
am I
his
here?
hair up there and all this sort, and starting to work the flowers into the hair.
I
Do we
think
see
Romo's
anything?
turning into a Disney prince.
Everybody else who can see, except for Philippe, everyone else can see that the next set of stairs is crumbling with age and decay.
Oh, that's not good.
Oh my.
They don't look incredibly stable.
Can any of us see a little black man with a triceratops mask?
We
He was very
No.
friendly last time, so
I-
whatever you do, don't
I
say
like use my hammer to like tap one of the steps, kind of like firmly, but not trying to destroy it, but like firmly enough that it's like.
Okay, you tap with sort of the weight of stepping on it.
Yeah.
The step holds.
Maybe we should try to make the lightest of us go first.
Hang on,
Who
hang
would be the
on.
lightest?
Why not get Theodis? Can you launch an arrow?
What about Theodis go first?
No. Can
Tammy
you launch an arrow?
raises Tammy
One of
raises
the
her
sections
hand
which looks a
on
bit-
Romad's head.
Oh,
I'm the lightest.
Tammy do it.
The lightest of us.
You gotta play Tammy more often, John.
I'm the lightest.
Theodis, can you
yes.
launch an arrow to one of the crumbly sections you have there?
I'm like raising an eyebrow and I'm like, maybe.
I promise not to play the flute for even longer. I know I must have annoyed you.
I'm trying to do what he says, but you know me with the short bow.
Tanny, Rome.
We give you additional arrows.
What's up?
Tammy's wings start flapping and she takes off of Romad's head. Are you doing anything to stop her?
Especially when I shoot with a short bow at the same moment.
I pretty much, Romad pretty much just like agrees to it. Like, just telling her to be very careful with Theodas' so-called aims of his bows,
Hey,
which
it
he's
was a
more likely
good
going to
aim.
fail.
It was a good
Yeah,
aim.
right. Like with that last battle with the witch, I don't think so.
You
So
wanna talk-
Theodas loads an arrow, and it lands on the stair, just fine.
Just be right back, guys. Won't be long.
And Tammy is flying up the stairs.
Okay.
Well,
Has anything happened to Tammy while she's flying up the stairs?
She gets about halfway up
Oh no.
and just stays there.
I follow Tammy.
Does it look like she's still trying to go up? Or
It
does
looks like she's still trying to go forward, but it's kind of like a weird progression loop thing.
Okay. So there's something else which.
So
Can we take a look at the level where we are? Is there anything we can do where we stand?
Did somebody say they were going to try and go up?
Me.
You start to climb the stairs, and the first couple of them hold perfectly well.
I'm going very, very slowly, by the way, even slower than first time. Very
And then
cautious.
as you get about a quarter of the way up the stairs, it just crumbles into dust and gravel beneath your feet.
Oh no.
And each progressive stair that you keep trying to climb higher, but each time you try to take a step higher, the stair just crumbles down beneath you, and you can just about reach the halfway point where Tammy is flapping her wings, fiercely trying to climb higher.
Hey, Tammy.
Can we take another look at where we are?
Is someone having a tan?
And then-
What's happening to my fairy? Where's my baby girl?
she's
She's
stuck
halfway up the
halfway.
stairs. She can't get any further up.
Tammy will
Remember
land
that
on
unit in
Theodas's
Theodas?
shoulder, and Theodas just kind of slides down the gravel.
Oh, crap.
Yeah,
And then
Take
as-
a look around on the platform where we are. A
as
bit
soon
like
as-
up below, there was
As
an
soon as
orc.
Theodas gets back to the gravel, like slides back down on the slope of gravel, and Tammy
Okay.
flies off of his shoulder onto Romad, the stairs just kind of reform.
Okay.
There must be something we can do about this, but
Theodas, can you make me a perception check, please?
Sure.
And as you're just sort of picking yourself up, exactly eye level with you is a 1-foot man creature that looks like a black-skinned. I'll find you a picture in a minute. Black-skinned person with a mask.
Triceratops mask.
A wood engraved mask of a chameleon's head this time.
Ooh. I wish I liked this moment where we're in Princess Mononoke.
I'm a bit surprised.
As you pass, he pops you on the head with the orchid, and in his other hand, he's holding a parrot feather.
Ooh, okay.
And he just charges up the stairs.
We need a parrot feather.
Can we?
Parrot feather.
The thing is, though, is the person actually, despite how bad the stairs was, is it actually forming normally while you're going up the stairs?
He just goes up the stairs just as easily as normal.
Wow.
Okay. Can we do an investigation for some parrot feathers?
Yeah, can I look for parrot feathers?
Oh,
Yep.
God,
So investigation?
Make an investigation check.
Again? What's wrong with me?
You have a fairy. Just what's wrong with you?
The fairy is literally a disadvantage to me. I thought this was going to be fun. And this is
Theodas,
terrible.
you look round and you can easily find enough feathers for everybody to have a feather.
I give a feather to everyone.
I have my feather. I have my orchid.
I go first again.
So you have your feather in one hand, your orchid in the other, and you just go up the stairs.
It works, guys. It works.
As soon as I see him get to the top, I'm like, yeah, off.
And you just climb the stairs.
Behind.
And everybody just manages to climb the stairs as if they were light as a feather.
Oh.
Oh.
Pun intended.
Fully intended. You are now at the third set of stairs. And this is the set of stairs that Indiana Jones would be looking at going, snakes. Why did it have to be snakes? For
Snakes are fucking terrible.
this set of stairs is writhing with poisonous snakes of all colours and varieties, and there's just hissing snakes crawling back and forth across the stairs.
There has to be something else which we require to go up these stairs, much like the last two sets. Can we do an investigation to see if there's anything around
I'm
us?
not going to investigate the stairs. I'm going to investigate to see if there's anything on this level
Exactly, that's what I mean, yeah. Anything which we're around.
that could possibly be the key.
I don't like snakes.
9. I don't.
Finally! Better investigation check. Thank you.
You take a couple of minutes of looking around, and Riordan and Romad, you both notice at the same time a small black humanoid. This time, a carved wooden mask in the shape of a mongoose,
Oh.
and it's holding in one hand a parrot's feather, and in the other hand the orchid.
And he's wearing a massive top hat.
And in its other hand,
And it waves at you with the parrot's feather, and it walks to the bottom
Okay.
step, and it takes the orchid, and it smacks the snake on the head with the orchid, and just this snake turns and hisses at the little creature, and then it takes the feather and it tickles the belly of the snake. And the snake... You've never
Is this
seen a
some sort of
snake
porno?
laugh. But
A snake laugh.
it soothes the snake.
oh,
And the little creature, the little humanoid, lays down on the ground next to the snake. And the snake crawls inside the little humanoid's mouth.
Ugh.
And then the little humanoid slithers up the stairs like a snake.
I copy the little humanoid.
So you go over and
I watched, confused.
So for everybody else, everybody who isn't Riodan or Romad, you didn't see the little creature, so Riodan just goes over and starts whacking the snake with the Falawa.
Romad is honestly like shocked and like you probably, if you ever get the chance to notice, it's basically his eye starts twitching.
Right.
Like
So yes.
what the fuck did I just walk into? Why am I here?
We need animators. But yes. So
So-
I walk over, I bop a snake on the head with an orchid until it gets riled up enough.
It turns and hisses at you.
I then tickle its belly with the parrot feather,
It calms down again.
Honestly, doing
and
that?
then I lie down and leave my mouth open.
And a snake crawls inside your mouth.
I see that and I'm like, oh god,
And then
Oh,
I try to crawl.
Before you try to crawl up the stairs,
yeah.
can you make me a Constitution saving throw, please?
oh God.
Okay.
You get that?
Constitution saving
Goodness.
You're fine.
throw.
You are fine.
So in which case I slither up
You
the stairs.
slither up the stairs, you golden snitch you.
Oh.
You golden snitch my ass.
I reluctantly go up to the stairs.
I just like
I
don't want to do that.
I bop it on the head.
I'm
I
sticking
tickle its
forward.
belly.
Mister, we are currently in Orolunga.
I tickle its belly. I lay down. I open my mouth very reluctantly. Like there's like, you know, eyes scrunched closed, like shaking head a little. Like, fuck's sake.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
This is where I fail. Saving throw. Oh, where's
Yes.
saving throw's gone? There we are. No, 17.
You are fine.
Woo! Slither.
You slither up the stairs safely like a snake.
I do the
When you see me get to the top and I stand up, you just hear.
Yeah,
There I am,
the stairs
standing
have
by
the
saying,
party
"It's not that bad."
sufficiently paranoid,
I
Mr.
already ate
Mister.
a snake before, so I have no problem with this. I open my I do the same to follow.
You do indeed. You
You didn't
whack
do
the snake, you
Constitution
tickle the
save.
snake, you eat the snake. Oh yeah, that's not
Thank you,
a saving
Constitution
throw.
saving throw.
That's not a saving throw, that's just using your constitution.
I just look at Tammy and I just shake my
Oh.
head like, Tammy, do you think I should do this? Tammy's like, yeah, you should.
Technically,
Holding wildly.
does Tammy need to do this?
Yes.
Tammy can
Tammy can't fly. She can't get up the stairs by flying.
So next to where you press for the constitution, it should say saving throws, Philippe.
Yes, just a minute.
Underneath
The
proficiency.
page is it's charging. I cannot-
Technically, he could spend 10 minutes here and talk to the snakes, but what the snakes say may not be helpful.
Are you ticklish? Just
What kind of dental plan do you
sorry,
have?
guys. I got
Yeah,
my-
Torin
I
Vasudsegiyesh.
don't know why it's
Yeah,
lagging.
the dice loved him when he rolled his stats, didn't they? Mr. would like to know who is Torin.
Torin, me. Hi.
He says, "Who's Torin? He has some sick stats."
I was as absolutely dumbstruck as everyone else.
What do you mean? Mine are very impressive. I have 13 hit points.
I just need to remember to turn away from him whenever I sneeze.
Acid breath.
Right, my turn then.
Okay, opening.
We still want
This
you
is
to
going so
release
badly.
Constitution.
So I did all the crap that they had to do. They
Okay.
did the Constitution
saving throw.
And yeah.
You choke the snake down, and you slither up the stairs.
Normally, Roma doesn't have gag reflexes.
This time a live snake just climbed inside your mouth.
It
I mean,
was
he hasn't
riggedy.
anything coming. He hasn't anything big like that.
When's the last time you had like scaling in his mouth?
Romad, would you like Tammy to try it, or are you just gonna pop her?
Tammy does it. Tammy has to do it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Tammy's fucking doing it.
I'm now just picturing Tinkerbell walking over to the snake and just boom.
Isn't the snake like 3, 4, or 5 times our size?
Yeah, probably.
I imagine all the snake looking trying to figure out how it's going to get in the mouth.
Can you make a Constitution saving throw for Tammy, please?
Well, okay.
It might just be a roll her con.
Should I just use my own, or
Tammy has a
failed.
character sheet under
I found it?
pets, followers,
yeah.
and assorted.
Alright.
If she doesn't have a Constitution saving throw, then you just have to roll her Constitution.
Alright, did that work?
That did.
13.
She had the same problem.
she-
had difficulty.
She coughs as a snake about 3 times the size of her crawls inside somehow. And she slithers up the stairs like a
So
snake.
no problem.
Philippe slithers up the stairs like a snake. Has anybody else not?
Me.
That's every. Oh no.
No?
No.
Theodos. Theodos is
And-
still stood down at the last level.
And Theodos is looking at you guys at the top and is like,
He's
I don't
he's trying
want
to
to
psych
do
himself up.
this.
Like, come on, I can do
Come
it.
on! It's not so bad.
Wow, no,
I
it's-
don't like
Yeah, yeah.
snakes.
It's
A spoon fed.
it's fine.
I go, I tap the snake, tickle him, all that, and will fail my Constitution save.
Fail.
Oh no.
You choke down the snake and you slither up the stairs.
Someone seems to like something in their mouth.
Say that to Philip.
And so you are now at the top of the ziggurat.
I'm like never again.
Thank fuck for that.
There is a simple rectangular structure of brick. The outside walls are decorated with labyrinth symbols.
Can one of us try to copy it?
Maybe not Mr.
Maybe not Mr.
Mr. Mr. says, be thankful the snakes decide to turn around inside you and exit the same way they entered. I'm
That
not
could
so
be very
sure.
uncomfortable.
Did they actually exit? Because you did not
I just-
specify that.
Either that or effectively we've got full
just
stomachs.
chilling out.
No,
They're just chilling out inside.
they're in there.
We have full stomachs, guys.
Oh,
Look, it's a delicacy. It must be the short men, Adam.
it's not even cooked.
So yeah, the walls.
It's
The
not even
walls.
dead.
Anyway,
Hey,
you
guys!
say there's a labyrinth sort of design. Does it look like a map?
It doesn't look like a map. It's a disc with. I mean, it is a maze, but it doesn't look like it's a map maze. It looks just like a completely unsolvable
Just a
maze.
pattern,
It's a
wasn't it?
pattern.
Oh, that sounds like a challenge to me. Can I try and solve the maze?
Would anybody like to roll religion checks?
I will.
Religion.
Watch me fail. 9.
I hope you like my job, my joke.
Very
I
nice.
just made in the chat.
Really?
Theodas and Riordan, you
Are you
recognize
sure
this.
you pushed to send it?
Oh, and Philip definitely recognizes this one.
Right,
I saw that one once in the book.
thank God I got no religion in me. I'm a terrible person with religion. You don't want to talk to me. Actually, I do have one on it, but
This labyrinthine symbol is the symbol of Ubtao,
Okay.
Hmm.
who is a Cholton deity.
Ah.
Now let me double check. I think I checked this earlier. I know I checked this earlier, but I've forgotten. I'm fairly certain it's.
Is the god of candy.
Oh, he's not here. Yep,
Oh,
not.
the god of candy isn't here. Damn it.
I guess this god likes snakes.
So yeah, it's every bit Torin Vasithasegiesh.
Okay.
Uptau. Correct, Mr.
I
There-
don't know if you didn't even see it either, so I'm like clueless about what's going on.
There is
Man.
a basically there is a simple rectangular structure made of brick. There is an open doorway. Inside the open doorway, everybody but Torin can smell the deep smell of incense.
Ooh. Smells inviting.
I now wait to see what you guys are gonna do.
Well, I don't know about you guys, but I'm curious to take a look inside the door. Can
Hang on,
just go
I
over to
can't
the door
smell
and look in?
incense because I rolled a religion check.
No, you've. It's your passive perception.
Oh, right. Okay.
No, you. Your religion check just means you didn't know who Ubtao is.
Can we look inside the door?
You can.
Perception, maybe?
Perception check?
If you look in from outside, it's an empty room.
Okay.
Mhm.
Honestly.
Can we see any more of those 1 foot tall guys?
Nope.
What?
Not even a perception check for that.
I walk up to the door. As much as like Romad was like has had enough at the bottom, I've had enough at the top. I go walking in.
Okay.
Okay. Are you
You
walking in? Do you still have your feather and your orchid?
I'm holding on to them until I'm downstairs.
So
Investigation of outside.
Torin
Sounds
said
like
yes.
To see whether they've just been left outside.
I'm just like, for fuck's sake, I just walk, just storm past. I walk in.
Torin Vasithasegiesh storms towards the open door.
Question,
And-
is there... No.
Disappears.
You could be fucking kidding me, right?
I
Okay.
follow. I follow immediately.
Theodas
Can I
disappears.
take a quick look outside, first of all, to see whether there have been any discarded flowers or feathers?
You don't see any.
Okay, then I walk in holding my flower and feather.
I follow.
I follow along. Tammy's basically stuck in, like, just covered up under Romad's kind of furry coat and just hiding away.
You
Jesus
find
Christ.
yourselves buried up to your neck in the dark.
Hanging lamps illuminate the room, while incense burners fill it with exotic smells and curling smoke. Cushions and reed mats cover the floor, and pots of blooming flowers line the plastered walls, and singing birds flit from flower to flower. An immense snake with iridescent scales rests on the heap of cushions opposing the doorway. It rises slowly to a height of 5 feet, staring directly into your eyes as it moves. Its face
It's
is
Yomanda.
remarkably human-like, and its tongue flicks out. I am Saja Nabaza. What do you seek
Sarah?
in this ancient place? Speak truly, for I hear your hearts.
I seek knowledge, amongst other things.
Ah, a seeker of knowledge is always welcome.
That's why. Just to clarify, like, were we told where this soul was? We just don't know where that is in the jungle. I can't remember.
You don't know where the soul thing is.
We know that it's the soulmonger, but we don't know where it is. We just know it's in Chult somewhere.
You know there's a thing in Chult, yes.
Right. We seek the soulmonger, and to end the death plague, the death curse on the land.
I do not know what that is. But take a seat, maybe I can help.
Oh.
she
I'm
can't
fine
help it.
standing.
Then
I-
stand.
I take a seat. I've been
I
on my
also
feet.
take a seat.
I've been on my feet apart from when I crawled on my belly up some stairs.
Well, don't complain about that. Can't you see our person who's looking after us? He crawls about on his stomach the entire life.
I am not saying there's anything
Burden.
wrong with crawling on your
She-
belly, but I'm not saying there's anything wrong with crawling on your belly, but I am not designed for it.
There are different schemes for different people.
I very much agree with you.
By all means, if you wish to sit, sit. If you do not, then I won't hold it against you.
I'm sitting down. I'm taking the courtesy.
I'm sitting
I'm
down
also
because
sitting.
I'm sitting down because I'm polite, but it's very, very obvious I don't like snakes.
Hmm.
I'm just looking around.
So you do not know of this soulmonger at all?
The soulmonger is very specific.
It's I can't remember how they described it in the fucking thing. When at the start they described it as it's a
Tell me about this death curse.
It has
people
been a
who have
great
been
death curse.
people who have been brought back from the dead are finding themselves wasting away until they die again, and then they cannot be raised. And even if people have never received the miracle of resurrection before, they cannot be raised either. It's like just all life-giving magic, apart from killing spells, has been stopped.
That rings a bell.
I don't hope it will.
Is there anything which you might be able to tell us which can help us to aid us in trying to find the cause of this
Yes.
terrible, terrible thing?
You may not have heard of Raz Nisi,
Raz Nisi.
but Raz Nisi, I've seen visions of Raz Nisi. He claims himself to be a god. He is a pretender. He is the leader of the Yuan Ti. He has been scheming the end of the world for years and years. From Omu.
Omu.
Well,
I don't know much about this death curse of which you speak, but it does certainly tie in with various omens tied to Omu. Omu lies between the peaks of Flame and the Valley of Lost Honor, sunken below the level of the surrounding jungle, so the best way to spot it would be from the air or nearby high ground. It's a hidden village. Raz Nisi.
When we were,
Sorry, what were those peaks again? The peaks of flame.
The
Peaks
peaks
of
of Flame and the Valley of Lost Honor.
Peaks of flame and valley.
Raz Nisi. Raz Nisi was a great leader, but he fell in combat. I remember his first uprising. He led the Yuan Ti against the people of Chult. But now, if he is back and he has brought this death curse with him, then he needs to be put down.
Well, that's the first proper lead we've gotten.
If he needs to be put down, then it is up to heroes such as yourselves to do it, I guess. I may not be able to do much but provide some guidance. But I do have great mystical powers.
Great mystical power, you say?
Itty bit of living space, but great mystical powers.
Pardon me.
I can
So-
provide you a gift.
Oh, wonderful.
A gift for each of us, or a gift for the party as a whole?
For all of you who will end Raznisi.
Well, if
And
this
that is all of us.
if this being is indeed the cause of this curse, then it is our job to end it.
It's our duty. Our calling.
My
Sugars.
Silence.
Ah, yes.
she dies.
You are.
She dies. The end. Back to home. Let's go home,
I
guys.
can give you great power.
You are possibly.
Much chat.
You are possibly the ones I seek. You might have a chance.
Let's hope so.
Damn right, I'm hoping so.
I believe you are right. I believe we are the ones.
Say what now?
We are the ones who must take down this great evil.
I know
It
Kung
is our
Fu.
burden. It is our destiny. I can sense it.
If Roman actually says that, after you had Theodas just burst out laughing in the room.
Say what now? No, Roman is listening. He's nodding. I'm just being really like, what?
That's what Tammy's doing.
Just imagine in a movie you've got the violin trumpets going, "We are the ones." Say what now?
Say what now?
Yeah, that's what Tammy's saying.
You, elf. What is your name?
What?
Which one?
Which one are you referring to? Yes.
Which one?
What is your quest?
She can't point because she has no arms, but
Who's she looking at?
she's looking at you, Riodan.
Then my name is Riordan.
He's a hoe. He likes spoons.
Will you
What?
Will you
Is
accept
this
my
possible?
blessing?
I will accept your blessing.
What?
Pay attention. Pay attention, Robert.
No,
I
that's
will
Tommy.
accept your blessing.
Riodan, a cocoon forms around you,
Ew.
and
You
then
turn into a beautiful butterfly.
Oh, look at me! I turned into a beautiful butterfly.
I cross my arms and I stay calm and allow whatever happens to happen.
the
Oh
cocoon.
God!
You're just gonna become a massive.
It grants you 2 more hit points.
It grants you a single hit point.
The cocoon falls away, and you know how a snake sheds its skin?
Yeah.
You do that.
Cool. Does a spoon shed its skin?
No, the spoon and your equipment
It's now a slightly larger spoon.
are fine, but you shed your skin, and you feel that you have been blessed with the blessing of wound closure.
Thank fuck for that.
He's gonna need it.
Which
Thank you for your blessing. I can feel it
Make it
within me
better.
already.
which, if I can find what that does, would be very helpful right about now.
Doesn't it close wounds?
It does close wounds. I've got to find the exact rules for it. Bear with me a moment.
Wound closing allows you to boil some eggs.
Speak amongst
I can
yourselves
voice
for mere
When you-
moments.
When you receive a boo boo, it nullifies the boo boo.
Wound closing allows you to cook.
So whenever you are dying at the start of your turn, instead of rolling any death saves, you just stabilize.
Oh, cool.
To be honest, that should be for Theodas, not for Riordan.
Uh,
I'm not kidding
Fuck
here.
you!
So he doesn't just like die and spring back up. But he's like
he's
not
instantly
die.
stable. He never needs to roll a death saving throw. And you
Yeah.
also, whenever you use your hit dice to regain hit points, you double the number that you roll.
Oh, cool.
2034.
Fan
So
fucking tastic.
basically, Theodas should have it.
Hey,
That's why he's
Hey.
gotten it.
No, Riordan.
Riordan dies every single stream we do. I died once.
That's why I keep saying I'm not going to sneeze near him.
Look, I'm quite strong with my 13 hit points.
Yeah, you're strong, but you're not healthy.
Yeah, with all
That's
that
because
drop,
I have
I'm not
cancer.
sure.
Do not put me down.
Oh. Okay, honestly, fuck no.
Will the rest of you accept a blessing?
I will accept a blessing.
So do I.
Sure. I guess.
Philippe,
Yes.
I heard a from Philip.
will you accept a blessing?
Yes. It will be an honor.
He becomes a Super Saiyan.
You tap dance. You learn to tap dance.
Okay. Torin
You know
Vasudasegyesh
Yes.
and Theodas Laura Karen.
Yes, sir.
You both shed your skins, and you
Ew.
both have the blessing of weapon enhancement.
Does it allow me to shoot properly?
One non-magical weapon in your possession becomes a +1 weapon whenever you wield it.
Ooh.
Oh, so you're actually gonna aim better with your bow then, huh? Well, that's a relief.
Oh,
I could- I
that's
could-
my halberd.
I could try it out by aiming at your butt, Romad.
I'd like to see you try. I can sack your ass right now. With a witch bolt.
There are going to be so many fanfictions.
There it is.
So
Okay.
pick the weapons to make it
calm,
one.
calm.
Yep.
So,
Romad Sourfang.
Yes.
You shed your skin,
Ugh.
and you gain the Blessing of Protection. You have a +1 to your AC and a +1 to each of your saving throws.
Okay then. That's nice.
Useful.
Yes.
So
Where
we're
do I-
down like 11 on armor class then.
I will make that occur.
You do you.
By the way, did Tammy accept the blessing?
Does Tommy get a blessing?
Tammy got up there too.
become the
True.
Hulk.
I don't actually have a Blessing of Protection, so 1 second.
Maybe give her a sweet cool sword or something for her. She's gonna be needing that blessing.
Blessing
her a
of
needle.
charisma. Maybe
You
a
can have a
blessing
needle
of
sword.
Little needle.
Or maybe a blessing of beauty, I don't know.
Hey, she's pretty cute already. She's pretty
Yeah, I know. That's why it will be so worth it.
Oh.
The blessing of mildly less annoying.
She gets a blessing of size, gets to be the exact same size, and acts like your girlfriend.
It's a blessing, not a miracle.
good.
Maybe,
Not into girlfriends. What's wrong with you people?
maybe
You
a
might not have a
blessing of
choice.
youth.
Philippe,
Yes.
you shed your skin and you gain the Blessing of Valhalla.
What is
Yo!
that?
So
Witness.
this blessing allows you to summon spirit warriors as if you had blown the silver horn of Valhalla.
Whoa.
You can use this once a week.
Okay.
Once a week.
Maybe, you know what, that'd be much more helpful when we're going against some sort of like little critters that we think is cute.
Yes. I'm gonna go pet it. No.
There's an otter! Kill it!
Oh, it's a cute bunny! No,
Destroy it!
We can never go to the zoo as a group, can we?
So, what kind of warriors does it summon?
I am just
Look at the
trying.
dead
fucking
ones.
opposite! Burn!
And does it summon good warriors, not like the soldiers we had last time?
Well, hang on a second. Can he actually?
He's like-
Honestly.
Can
he's
he
like,
use
"Oh,
that?
that's who he's holding the
Just
point
going
of
around
the
that
sword."
It can't come back.
It's
Hang on a second. This is a very important question, which we need the answer. Can that spell actually be used?
yes.
Because the dead can't come back at the moment.
It does. It's not.
It's
They're
not bringing
coming
someone back to
back.
life. It's bringing back this. It's like causing the spirits to appear.
It's kind of a wraith.
Because there's plenty of undead around, so technically it draws an undead, which immediately Torin's not happy about. But okay.
I'll find out the details of that at some point soon.
Yeah. Redcon, you can't have that because there's no dice.
Where do we add all these blessings? In the
I've
character
just,
sheet?
I've taken the liberty of just grabbing a +1 Warhammer and deleting my old Warhammer.
Yeah, I can do the same for Theodos.
Seems
You give me a
stupid.
Warhammer?
I'll give you a. I'm assuming you'll want a +1 short bow.
That depends where the +1 goes. It's on the damage or on the attack?
I think it's both, isn't it?
I believe so.
Oh, well, yeah, please do.
That's nice.
So your short bow can go away.
Yeah, it's a +1 to the attack and +1 to the damage.
Bye bye, shitty short bow.
That is definitely the weapon you're blessing right now.
I focus on my Warhammer. I give it the blessing.
I'm blessing
Why
you,
you
your
something like
shitty short
that?
bow.
So you can summon 2d4 + 2 berserkers.
Okay.
So you've got your own little squad goals.
Who will stick around for an hour
Okay.
or until they
Only
die.
Only 2 more and I can make the Ginyu squad.
That's enough time for at least 2 of them to play Romad and beat him at chess.
Serious? Are we really serious? Are you sure? Just because I lost 2 times doesn't mean I'm gonna lose again.
I'm pretty sure you played chess when we had all of our little posse of soldiers, and I think you lost then as well.
Yeah, you played me twice. Don't forget.
You lost 3 times. One
It's
to
literally
the
every time you-
Right,
It's like
wanna try
literally
and
every time you
beat
play
my
chess so far, you've done lost.
Alright, who wants to play with me then? Alright, I'll try and beat your asses.
Go on,
I'll
I'll
beat your asses.
I'll
Come
play
on,
again.
I'll fucking fight ya! Come on!
I'll fight you, I'll swear on me mum. I'll bash your fucking head in. That's what
Take
I'm
a
saying.
roll. Take a roll, Roman. Look, you're quite peaceful when you play chess, so I'll quite happily play you.
Intelligence.
Is that thing?
Ah, you beat me.
while we're getting these blessings, it's just like suddenly we just say fuck.
So much.
Yay! I won.
I think, honestly, like, my actual rival for chess is Riordan. So basically, Romad thinks that Riordan is a worthy rival.
Thank you, Roman.
I turn to the deity snakes thing, and I'm like, for my friend over there, Roman, do you have a blessing for chess? Because he sucks.
I grab my hand axe out and I start, and Romad start chasing after Theodas. I will fucking murder you!
I just run around laughing. Oh, no.
I turn to the snake thing and I apologize. I'm sorry for my
Me too.
ignorance.
Actually, I turned to the
quite
snake
all right.
and
Take the Roman is
thank him
special
for the
too.
blessings.
You're welcome.
But I assure you,
Feel
And I
free
thank you for
to
my
rest.
blessings.
thank you for all our blessings. But those who are currently running around like children,
They also thank
them
you, I'm
as
sure.
well.
Thank you. Whoop.
But by the way, as I'll probably use the parrot feeder as a memento from this meeting.
John,
Eels.
what do I need to throw to? What do I need to do to throw my axe at Theodore?
You need to click on your axe.
You have to roll an attack.
Where are you aiming?
Wow.
Does a 22 hit you, Theodas?
That's a plain hit.
Do I
Roll
do I chop
damage.
his head off?
Roll the
Roll
damage.
damage.
Yeah,
Roll the damage.
do it with the
Roll
blunt
the
side.
damage. Roll the damage.
Roll the damage, you son of a bitch. I'm really
Roll it.
excited.
Roll
Do
it.
it with
Do
the
it.
blunt side.
Come on, do it.
That's I do it.
Romad, are you using the blunt side of the weapon?
I think Romad is dead on his keyboard.
Oh, you want me- oh yeah, hang on.
Yeah, you have to roll the damage.
Yeah, Romad makes a attack when trying to attack.
7.
Take
See,
this.
if that was Riordan, you would have nearly killed him.
Use your bow to parry.
Actually,
He's basically saying that's unfair.
Riordan, do you want to attempt to deflect that?
I will attempt to deflect that. What do I need to roll? What do I need?
If you just click, there's a speech bubble next to deflect missile.
Oh,
Are you tempted to take that back at me? Are you throwing that back to me?
you can try.
So you just Riordan just reaches out and catches it as it spins through the air.
Do you want to
Does that
spend
require
the back?
Spoon.
Sorry, did that require a key point?
No.
Okay.
To throw it back now.
You can now spend a key point to just wing it back at Romad, but
No, I'm not going to
That's a
do
new
that. I
game.
walk back over and say, "Please don't do that again," and hand it back
Please.
over.
Please play nice.
We are here
Fine.
together, brother.
Fine.
There are better enemies out there.
I just cleaned up my chest and then just like went off in a huff.
and now I believe it is time for you to return to the real world.
Now, could you please fuck off?
Now that you've disturbed me, please piss off.
Thank you.
We-
Maddie
Thank
says.
you again for your.
Maddie shouts, "You guys are friends. Be friendly to each other. Damn it!"
That sounds like a statement that, like, you know, fucking swearing.
Technically, we're just people of mutual convenience.
Friends is a big word, I'd say, to
I don't know what you're
describe.
talking about.
What are you going? Are you going to slaves?
I'll
to
be
describe-
there for
to-
you.
To describe the
When the
relationship
rain
between
starts
Romad and Theodas.
We've not once sat on a sofa near a fountain.
I'll be there.
That could be
for
arranged.
you. I'll be there for you. I'm gonna draw that one day. Just be a picture of like friends, but with like the sausage party.
Well,
anyway,
It's not
Thank you for
sausage
your
party, no.
hospitality.
No. If you're gonna do the friends one, you've got to do it with us now. Do a little comic of each of us taking one of, you know, just make sure I'm the
They've
one in
just-
the fountain spitting out water.
Mister, they have just accepted the blessings. They threw an axe at one of their friends, and now they're leaving.
That's a good summary.
Said like that, it does sound pretty dumb.
I've
Yes.
To say the least.
updated the map, so here is the map screen. You've uncovered this bit of map here that Torin Vasilisagiesh is just very rapidly learning cartography skills as he goes.
I'm just kind of like trying to like fill in bits as I go along.
Remind me of something. When we were in Mbala, did we not see a sector was lit up? Or am I mistaken?
I did not catch a single word of what you said, so
Yeah, a load of that cut out.
Huh. Okay. Take two. When we were at Mbala, you know that place which is really high up.
Yes.
Am I right in thinking that we looked out across the distance and we saw a place which was divoted into the surrounding area that seemed to be glowing?
You saw some mountains. You saw a floating
Or a floating heart-shaped rock.
heart-shaped lump
Yes,
of rock.
the Hata Umbato.
You saw what Eku explained to you as the Aldani Basin.
All right.
There was a volcano in the distance that, as you can see from the map, if you look to the south, is the peaks of flame in the land of ash and smoke. They went with imaginative names for this.
Well, of course, yes.
There's the Valley of Lost Honor there, so
Yep.
you gotta get between them two.
You kind of got a heading to go towards now, really.
Well, yes, exactly.
And it's a fucking long way.
Yep.
Jesus fucking Christ! It's a long way.
That's an interesting landmark there. Theodos is a boob. Romad sucks at chest. And Theodos sucks at crossbow.
Well, I don't
Come on,
use a
that's not
crossbow, so...
accurate. There you go.
Short bow.
I suppose, actually, yeah, you did see the Eldani Basin, so I'll give you some of the hexes here.
Oh, sweet.
Now, children.
I may have lost the bit on the map where it said Eldani Basin, but turns out it's
Aldani.
underneath these hexes.
There you go, Aldani Basin, I see it.
You kind of saw that bit from Mbala. Maddie, see you guys. See you later. Maddie says, "Gotta head off. Try not to die, guys. And since you guys are merely convenient to each other, be convenient to each other. Damn it. Love you all. Take care."
Toodly bye.
Okay, so you, I'm assuming at this point, leave the shrine.
We
Yeah.
do. Bowing and thanking all the way.
And as you leave, the light is bright at the horizon.
We are meant to be friends, so I'm gonna sit in the middle.
Who has a great ass?
Who wrote that?
The light is bright on the horizon as the sun is rising. And the stairs down are clear. The snakes, the snakes are gone.
The steps look passable.
The steps are perfectly passable. The second level of steps is perfectly fine.
And the last set? Look at this fancy writing. I run down the stairs before it changes its mind.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same here.
The stairs go all the way down, perfectly fine. And when you get to the bottom, the ground surrounding the bottom of the stairs, the vines have retreated away from the stairs, and the ground at the bottom is covered in a field of blue tulips.
Oh. Can I take a tulip for the journey?
You can.
I take a tulip for the journey.
Uh,
Smell it.
I also take a tulip and like stick it somewhere, like kind of like if I have any like
Oh, really?
books or writing, I kind of like stick it between it to press it.
I do so as well.
I do the same.
and yeah, it's perfectly fine.
I was waiting for the world to end there.
Everything is fine.
Everyone who took a tillet just dies.
You explode in a plume of petals.
Roman and Theodas act like an old
I'll have a
married
look at
couple.
it. I'll have a look at it between streams, Mister.
It's actually true. I can't say anything about it.
Yeah, I agree.
I just want to be careful to not delete any more of the text off the map.
Or we could be the actual adults and delete it ourselves.
Mm,
No, this is so fun.
I deleted mine.
I don't know how to delete mine.